Hey there everybody, I hope you're doing well and I welcome you back to another video. Today I'm going to teach you how you can find the moles of a certain substance given its molar mass and its mass. Now I highly recommend that you keep a periodic table open up, especially when you're doing these on your own, because it's not possible to do these problems without a periodic table. Okay, so let's say we want to find the number of moles in carbon dioxide. Moles, of course, are represented with this little n and carbon dioxide in subscript to show that that's what we're trying to solve for right now. So first things first, we need to know the molar mass of this. And the molar mass is pretty simple. Just going to write it as 44 rounded. And the units are grams per mole, which is to say in 1 mole of substance of carbon dioxide, you have 44 grams. And a mole is just a way we use to refer to this number, 6.022 times 10 to the 23. So we have a number of non-quantity based descriptions of numbers, like a dozen for 12, or a decade for 10, or a grand for 1,000. Mole is just the term we use to refer to this number over here. So it's essentially the same concept there. Okay, so we know the molar mass. Now we also need to know the mass in order to find the number of moles. Let's say the mass in this case of carbon dioxide is 22 grams. Okay, and now the way we find the molar mass is actually by taking this mass over here and dividing it by the molar mass over here. So it would be little m divided by big M. Now we can actually write it out. 22 grams over 44 grams per mole. And this, for simplicity's sake, just to understand the units, can be rewritten as 22 grams over 1 times. When you multiply it by a denominator like this, you can essentially flip it, say 44 grams in the bottom and 1 mole on top. So when you multiply these two things, this cancels with that. This becomes a 2, that becomes a 1, and the grams cancel each other out. And you're left with 1 over 2 mole, which can be written as 0.5 moles in decimal form. So that's your answer. And what this answer tells you is if you have 22 grams of substance, 22 grams of carbon dioxide, that would translate to having 0.5 moles, which is useful information you can use when you're doing reactions later on. And let me just give you another example of doing exactly the same thing. This time let's use sodium chloride. Okay, so we want to find the number of moles in sodium chloride, NaCl. So first we need to find the molar mass of NaCl, which is equal to 22.990, that's for sodium, plus 35.453. 35.453. Let's quickly calculate that. 22.990 plus 35.453, which is equal to 58.443. 58.443, and the units here are going to be grams per mole, just like before. And I'm going to say, for the purposes of this question, we have 200 grams of NaCl. 200 grams of NaCl. So just like before, to calculate the number of moles here, we would need to divide this number by this number. So 200 divided by 58.443, and whatever we get from that, 200 divided by 58.443 is our number of moles. So we're ending up with 3.422 moles. and this would be the final answer. This is how many moles of NaCl 200 grams is. Okay, I hope that was informative. Thank you guys for watching.